like a lot of people. Mr. Kakan again, thank you so much. Personally, I've helped like a lot of people, fill out the complaint form. And you can find that on complaint.ic3.gov. I've helped a lot of people fill out the form, and trust me, no one is getting any response back. And aside the response, we've also reached out. I'm telling you what I have done personally. I'm not telling you what someone else has done. Okay? We've also reached out to the mayor of Oakland. We've reached out to the mayor of Oakland. We've reached out to not just the mayor of Oakland, several departments, you know, and we've given them a brief on the situation. That look, the mayor of Oakland actually promoted a Ponzi scam, and millions of people have lost money to it, but no response from them. No response. Not just once, not twice. Like a lot of people have reached out, no response. Okay. Only the Securities and Exchange Commission gave us a response, and of course, when the Securities and Exchange Commission responded to us, we shared it with you all. Then we were still trying to see if we can, save people and see that people don't get scammed. At that time, we're still trying to save people, if you remember. So we shared that one with you all when the SEC responded to us saying that, look, this company is not registered with the SEC. That was the first thing we did. But you know how you guys are. A lot of you did not listen. So, and that's how we found ourselves here, right? That's how we found ourselves here, because a lot of people did not listen. But at the same time, I feel like there should be some form of protection, because this is okay. Don't worry, we bite. Live from Malawi. Okay, thank you so much. So, it's not good, because it's sending a very wrong signal, right? It's sending a wrong signal to other to potential scammers, right? Because some scammers are now looking at this situation and saying, so if we create a website from where we are and scam millions of people who live in the US, the US government is not going to even flinch, right? And they're getting the memo. So my prediction is, in the coming months, if the FBI doesn't come out to, like, seriously go after these guys, you will see there's going to be what I call the rise of Ponzi scam in the US. You will see Ponzi scam like never before. And it's still going to target the same set of people. Same set of people, not different, right? you know. And the funny thing is, I don't know, but you tell people, okay, please, my neighbor is in my compound, asked me to get some old foreign coin cryptocurrency and Nigeria old coin currency that some agencies are paying big. Please, what do you think? Thank you, sir. Comfort, that is a bloody scam. Please. That is a bloody scam. Please and please. Comfort, they are trying to scam you again. Right? Don't don't buy that shit. Please. I don't know. You guys should try and just save your money. Come on. Don't buy that. I'm telling you, comfort, it's a bloody scam. I can go on a live call with you. I can explain better to you anything you want, but don't don't give them your money. Please. Stop giving these scammers your money so easy. You make it easy for them. And honestly, they're learning because, okay, comfort says not my money. Whose money? Okay, your neighbor's money. Your neighbor's money. Whoever is about to fall into such, just advise the person not to. If you love the person, just advise them not to do it. Okay? So of course we're going to see a rise in all these things, and don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Just know I told you that you would see a lot of them, springing up. Don't be surprised and don't fall for it. Hmm? That's a lie, Comfort. That's a lie. It's a scam. And before you know it, they're going to ask you to pay some money and just things like that. I mean, it's just sad that it's sad that anyone can now scam people in the US and go scot free. Man, I really, I mean, I know that the FBI would go after scammers who actually, you know, a lot of the scammers who carry out like BEC scams. Okay, you all know what BEC scams mean, right? Business email compromise. Okay, so that's BEC scams. So I've seen that the FBI tends to go after guys who do like the BEC scams and all. But I don't know why. I don't know why they're not going after the investment platform scams. I don't know why they're not going after it. Even though like this investment platform scam, this particular one we're talking about, actually scammed people at least to the tune of $1 billion, right? $1 billion. And we've seen this scam going unchecked. But if it was BC, right, or what do you call it? If it was BC or some, you know, phishing or social engineering related scam that involved the US government, I'm sure they would have made some arrests. But I don't know why investment platform scams are happening. They are on the rise and they are unchecked and no one is talking about it. The US government is not really taking any action that we can see. They're not really doing anything. They're not releasing statements, nothing. So this scares me really. So it means no one is safe. It means absolutely no one is safe. And with the if you all know what is happening with the rise of AI, do you know it is so easy to build any kind of website you want? It's so easy. It's so easy to build any kind of website you want right now with the help of AI. So it means anybody, any person from anywhere in the world can just build a website, target the immigrants. And one funny thing is a lot of these platform scams work and they pass through churches. Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of them pass through churches, church leaders. Once they can get the church leaders to adopt the platform, finish. And I think right now people need to start pushing for serious regulations as to church leaders introducing businesses to their congregation. Okay, people need to push for there needs to be like some sort of regulation. Comfort says Winners Chapel. So there need to be like some kind of regulation around it that at least checks exactly who is introducing what in the church. Because we've seen that a lot of pastors and church leaders generally in a bid to be financial experts, even when they're not even certified to be advisors or whatnot, they still introduce these platforms. And many of them guarantee the members that they're not losing money, they will make money, they can triple, double, quadruple their income in a short amount of time. And the unsuspecting innocent members jump in on it. because I mean the man who hears from God should not make a mistake, right? The man, the woman who hears from God is not supposed to make such mistake, right? But that's not the case. Okay? That is not the case. These people are also humans and they are prone to mistakes. So I feel like right now some form of regulation needs to be introduced, because when we investigate a lot of these scams and we ask a lot of the victims, look, how did you join this platform, you hear things like, I mean, everything, almost a lot of them would link it back to a church member. Oh, I'm a member in my church. Oh, a brother in my church, a sister in my church, things like that. Okay. So please and please, if we tell you something is not right, best believe, best believe that it's not right. So right now, which platforms are you all joining? Because someone sent us a mail, or email rather, and this person was practically telling us not to talk about a platform because they knew that the platform is a scam and they're just trying to recover their money from the platform, the money lost to LSSC. The person said that, please, we know this platform is a scam, kindly stop talking about it. We just want to recover what we lost to LSSC before it crashes. And that platform is the new platform created by LSSC. The new platform created by LSSC. The person was in our email telling us to stop talking about that platform, like begging us to stop talking about it so that it doesn't crash. How many of you think it's because we were talking about LSSC that made it crash? How many of you honestly believe that it is because we were talking about LSSC that's why it crashed? How many of you believe it? Honest question. I need honest answers. So I was surprised that, I mean, why would you even think that? Why would you even think comfort says even FF? Yeah. Why will you think that it is because we are talking about a platform that's why it's crashed? No, the platform is the platform is meant to crash. Okay? The platform is meant to crash. If we don't talk about the platform, a lot of people will fall for it. We are talking about it so that a lot of people will not fall for it. But even if we don't talk about it, it is headed for crash already. Okay? the owners of the platform, they have a target, and once they hit the target, they will close it down. Do you understand? As soon as the owners of the platform reach their target, they are going to close it down. Okay? So that is how these things work. The reason why with LSSC they didn't close it down, they closed it down earlier than what they had actually, prepared for. So LSSC closed down early. Kwesi B, how come they didn't just continue with LSSC? Yeah, LSSC closed down early because of the Canadian government. Okay? It closed down early because of the Canadian government. Remember that in the US, majority, I would say 95% of the victims in the US are immigrants. So the government, man, Canada made me lose my money. Kwesi B. So the US government did not care about it. Why? Because, like I said, 95% immigrants. But you see, when LSSC moved to Canada, a lot of white Canadian citizens were interested in it. So the Canadian government had to swing into action very fast. Do you understand? If like the US, 95% of the what do you call the LSSC users were also immigrants in Canada, maybe the Canadian government wouldn't have cared so much. But when LSSC got to Canada, the stats for the users flipped. So more white Canadians picked interest and wanted to invest in it. Okay? So of course, the Canadian government would definitely protect the citizens. David, how you doing? So in a bid to protect the citizens, major regulatory agencies in Canada released a statement and called it a scam. That was what led to the downfall of the Ponzi. If not, LSSC planned to close up by December. That was their initial plan. They were going to pack up by December, but the Canadian government spoiled the whole plan. And that's because they started to, unfortunately, I don't think the scammers were prepared for it. I think they were trying to target the immigrants in Canada, but unfortunately for them, more of the white Canadians got interested in it, and a lot of them reached out to the CFTC, consumer protection, even the local police departments in Canada, and these regulatory bodies in Canada that I'm telling you about, they are like, it's equivalent to the US SEC. Hmm? So imagine the USSCC coming out to tell you that an investment platform is a scam. Tell me, will you still invest in that platform? If the US Securities and Exchange Commission comes out to tell you that, look, this platform is a scam, are you still going to invest? For most people, the answer is no. So that is exactly what happened in Canada, and that's how they got busted. And of course, you trust we were always reporting the news. We were always reporting the news and spreading and spreading the reports. That was the little role we played. You know, even before the Canadian government called it a scam, we've been warning everyone that, look, this thing is a scam. They're lying to you. There are inconsistencies in everything they're doing and saying. But it took the intervention of top Canadian regulatory agencies to come out and issue public statement that it's a scam, and that is exactly what led to the crash. So we're hoping that, honestly speaking, we're hoping that malicious actors will not take advantage of this. We're hoping that we don't see like a spike in the number of Ponzi scams that you have out there right now. We're hoping that you don't see a spike. And it will interest you to know that a lot of these platforms you see, they are run by scammers who live in China or India. Scammers who live in China or India. And many of them are actually stealing your information. Some of you who register on these platforms, you use your real information. Some of you use your names, everything, real information, and you register on this platform. It will interest you to know that your information is being sold on the black market. Okay? So why you think you are doing something harmless and just imputing your data into that platform? These people are selling your data on the black market. But when we tell people these things, they think they are selling your data on the black market. Education is very important. And one thing I've noticed, okay, yes, you can send email to drillabyte@gmail.com. You can send us an email to drillabyte@gmail.com, and you definitely get us. All right, send an email to drillabyte@gmail.com. Okay, so Of course, why not? Send, okay, try sending an email now to see if you get a response or not. And by the way, it depends on what your email is saying. We get tons of email every day, so your email needs to say something that deserves a response, please. We get tons of emails, please. So comfort, send the email. Just make sure you are sending, you understand what I'm saying. We get tons of emails. I've even received an email of someone saying, I like you, and I want to get to know you, blah 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 blah. So you don't expect us to respond to such, right? Okay, concerning the coin, please, it's a scam. There is no other light that I can throw concerning that. That's the email. Concerning the coin, it's a scam. There is no extra. There is no other way to say it's a scam. It's a scam. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your resources. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your money. Okay. Please. So concerning that one, please, it's a scam. There's no other, except you want me to say it in other languages, of which I don't think I can speak other languages. So that is it. And honestly, the real reason I'm on this live is to express my displeasure and dissatisfaction with the US FBI. Okay, I'm so disappointed in the US FBI that the FBI is now operating like some third world countries police department, with all the resources and technology available to the FBI. Nothing is happening. Mukwega, how are you doing? So with all the resources and technology available to the FBI, it's a sad reality that nothing is happening. So I'm super disappointed with the way the FBI has, just neglected the victims. And even though you want to argue that it's not the FBI's fault that people got scammed, but why do we have like why do we have a regulatory agency or law enforcement body or agency that is concerned with social media posts of immigrants, but not concerned? FBI didn't follow up because of African people. Yeah, you are right. You're right. And I'm saying, why is the government concerned about immigrants' social media posts? but not concerned about the cyber safety of same immigrants? Or is it that the immigrants do not deserve to be safe online? These are the questions I am asking. These are the questions I am asking. The same immigrants that you put under heavy surveillance, you cannot do the basic thing of caring about their well-being. So what kind of country is that? As an immigrant, if you want to do anything and you want to travel to the US, they will comb your social media profile to see if you have criticized the US government before. And if you have, you will not be your immigration status may be, it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. Africa. I'm an African. I come from Africa. And I reside in Africa. And by the way, the attack on my channel hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped, and I'm hoping that, I don't know how I'm going to beg the scammers to leave me alone and leave this channel alone. Like, these people have been trying their possible best to scam the channel, hack the channel and whatnot. So I'm also using this opportunity to beg all you hackers, scammers, to please leave my channel alone. Stop sending me those phishing emails. You can't get me. You're just shooting blanks, if you understand what I mean. You can't get the channel, you can't get me. You're just shooting blanks. Okay? Because I didn't study cybersecurity for nothing. Please. So some of those emails that these scammers and hackers send me just to try and hack the channel, honestly, I find it very, very annoying and provoking, really, because, like, really, you think I'll fall for that? It's an insult. But yeah, I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm just here to tell you to stop, because you are cluttering my inbox with nonsense. So that's it. Please and please, that's the link, buymeacoffee.com/drillerbyte, for those who want to support the work we do. Okay? Alright. Let me type it there. Support us. Now, I want to talk about something that I think a lot of people are. I don't know if a lot of people are scared to do this, but for those of you who live in the US, how many of you have a business? How many of you have a business, and what is your business about? Or do you work 9 to 5? Let me know what you do in the comments. How many of you have a business and what is it about? Or tell me if you work 9 to 5. Let's have some conversation, some money talks, money conversations. Okay? Let's have some money conversations, guys. This is very, very serious now. Have a business? Let me know in the comments. You do 9 to 5? Let me know in the 9. Oh, King Z for life, 9 to 5. Oh, okay. And what exactly do you do? What exactly do you do? By the way, please, if you want to support, visit the link buymeacoffee.com/drillerbytes. That's how you should support us. Okay, Comfort says I sell sport wears, swimsuits, bikini, and clothing. Comfort, do you have a website? Promise John, how are you? Comfort, do you have a website or you have a physical store? You don't have a website. Would you like me to build you a website for absolutely free? Would you like me to build you a website for absolutely free? You have a physical store. So would you like a website for free? I'm not going to charge you for it. Okay, Comfort says yes. That's good. So reach out to drillerbyte@gmail.com and I would set up a meeting with you so we can see how to go about it. Okay? Reach out to drillerbyte@gmail.com. Say you want to build a website and I'll set up a meeting with you and we'll see how we go about it. But before you do that, make sure you buy me a coffee right there. Buymeacoffee.com/drillerbyte. All right? Yeah, King Z for live. You said you do 9 to 5. What exactly do you do in your 9 to 5? Come says my brain don't blow. No problem. That's how you tell us thank you. Buymeacoffee.com/drillerbyte. All right. King Z for life. What exactly do you do? And those of you that you don't you don't have a business, medical transport and sales. So you transport like medical supplies to you transport medical supplies, is that what you do? Or what was medical transport about? I know sales, but medical transport. You transport you move medical supplies from one location to another. Is that it? All these fancy names of businesses. Work with hospitals and care units to transport their patients. Okay, so you transport patients. Okay. So where does the sales part come in? Where does the sales part come in? What are you selling? Intuitive Queen says I do. Intuitive Queen, which one do you do? Because one thing I've seen is that people are kind of people are not interested in starting. Okay, Intuitive Queen says I do consultation business. What kind of consultation business? I mean, your clients may be on the live call right now. Okay, contacting management, another department to negotiate rates, and so on. Okay, management consulting. Okay, let me be brutally honest with you all. Some of you may need to upskill, right? A lot of you may need to upskill because with the AI trend that is going on, those of you that are doing 9 to 5, if you have not saved up, if you have not saved up with the new AI trend that is going on, that is happening, and how AI is able to do like 99% of the things that people would normally hire people to do. Intuitive Queen, do you know that AI can do everything you do right now and do it better? AI can actually do management and business. AI can help you do business management. I hope you are aware of this, Intuitive Queen. I hope you are aware that AI can do business management better than you. You can hardly find anything AI cannot do right now. Hardly. Hardly. King Z for life. I hope you know that AI can do your job. King Z for life. Do you believe that AI can do your job? Do you believe that AI can do your job? King Zemalai said no, it can't. Why do you think it can't do your job? Is it the driving aspect? Is it the driving aspect? There are self-driving cars right now. Don't you know this? No, there are self-driving cars. Come on. Haven't you heard about self-driving cars? self-driving cars, you don't need humans to drive. You don't need humans to, I mean, the car would just go pick up the patient and drop off the patient at the location that you desire, you want, really. So there are AI. Okay, but these are patients with medical conditions that need physical guard. And you don't think that you don't think there are robots that can provide such guard. You don't think that the buses can be designed in such a way that humans will not be needed. Trust me, AI can replace that job. AI can replace anything right now. We just like to give ourselves, I mean, um, you see, I feel like people are not prepared for the fourth industrial revolution, right? People are not fully prepared for the fourth industrial revolution. It will take a long time. With the way things are happening now, I don't think it will take a long time, because number one, we already have actual self-driving cars that are being deployed as we speak. Okay? Especially in the US. In the US, we have self-driving cars. There is the Tesla, what do you call it? Tesla self-driving cars that the car comes, picks you from a particular location, takes you to a new location. Absolutely no human inputs. You just go into the car and it takes you where you want to be and it drops you off there. So you thinking it will take a long time, it may not be the case. It may not be the case. Trust me, it just takes one person to sit down and say, not even one person to sit down. It just takes one business oriented person to approach your management or the owners of your company or whatnot and give them a proposal that, look, how much do you pay? Because one thing I think would drive AI adoption is cost. Okay? One of the major things that I think would drive AI adoption is cost. So if a company can come up to say, look, we know you are spending this much money on, yes, AI will handle even the physical part of it. AI will handle the physical part of it, right? Just a simple Google search your mind will be blown on what AI can actually do right now. Like, there are AI robots that will handle the physical part of it, right? I'm not trying to talk about a futuristic technology. No, I'm saying technology that is already in use. Is just the only thing that is stopping I wouldn't, what should I say, the next level digitization of certain things. The only thing stopping it right now is the cost, because when company owners and founders weigh the cost of replacing the existing systems with new AI automated systems, when they look at the cost, they they are not seeing the value in terms of cost. And that's why you see that the there is heavy adoption in, customer relationship management aspects of a lot of businesses. Why? Because it costs a lot less to use AI automated customer bots to handle everything that concerns the customer relationship side of things. It costs a lot less to use AI to achieve that than to have humans actually doing the work, right? So once and it's going to happen very fast. That's my prediction. Once we get to the stage where the cost of adopting this AI automated architecture for specific you know for specific job functions or job roles, once the cost is better, people would naturally go for that. People will naturally go for that, right? I think if you look at the stats, you will see IBM is firing, Salesforce is firing a lot of people, and what do you call it? Microsoft is also firing a lot of people, and the list just goes on. So these people are doing this not because they are wicked. These people are doing this not because they are wicked, but it's just adoption of AI, and it makes sense to do things the way they're doing it. All right. So that is that. But yeah, it may take a while, but definitely something that I see coming. So, and I digressed a little because I was like, some people may need to upskill, but really what I've seen is, hello from Uzbekistan, Mr. Bob, how are you doing? What I've seen is that a lot of people are kind of scared to try out business, right? A lot of people are kind of scared to try business. Can you make a website for business in a different country? Yes, of course. I can build a website for any business in any country. Just reach out via email, okay? Just send King Z for life. Just shoot us an email. Your website will be ready in a matter of days, really, like a professional website, front end, back end, everything done. Yes, just send email. Just send email to drillabite@gmail.com, and would do that for you. So that's that. So a lot of people, for those of you who you do 9 to 5, 9 to 5 is great, is good, but one of the things you need to understand is you can also start a business. And I don't know why a lot of people are not even thinking about it or looking in this direction to say, I can start a business. I don't know why. So a lot of you can think about businesses that you can start. Maybe consulting, it may be, selling something online, um, and so on. But yes, this is something that is valid. So, but a lot of people are not even thinking about it. So, start a business, okay? And starting a business is quite easy. You don't need money to start a business. How many of you agree? I know that a lot of people would not agree with this, but trust me, money is not the first thing you need to start a business. Do you agree or disagree with me on that statement? You don't need money to start a business. King Zedolai says, I've always wanted a business, but jobs limit my focus. let me tell you this. I don't think also finding trusted partners. This is what I think this is the problem, King Z for life. That you just said what I wanted to say. I don't think it's jobs that are limiting your focus. It's finding trusted partners. Just shoot me an email and we can talk about it. All right? It's finding trusted partners. So as long as you already know what you want, what kind of business you want to do, finding trusted partners, because you need someone to look at the business, and you need someone to actually oversee what you are doing. So that part is important, all right? And you don't want to mess that part up. But one mistake I see a lot of people make is that they think that you need money to start a business. Okay? And honestly speaking, you don't need money to start a business. You don't need money to start a business. What you need to start a business is number one, you need an idea. You need the idea. And the way you get the idea is by identifying the problem you want to solve. Okay? Identify the problem you want to solve, and then help someone solve the problem, or create a solution that solves that problem, and boom, you're in business. You don't even need to register you don't need to register a business, a company, or a business name. You don't need to do all of that. That's not important in the first stage. That's not important in starting. What you need to start is identify the problem and see that people actually have that problem and they're willing to pay for the solution. If you figure that out, you are good to go. You can start. You get a honest person. To that's if you are busy. You get a honest person who can actually manage the business, and you are good to go. And of course, if you are someone who doesn't want to spend money to pay someone to manage it, that means you have some time on your hands to manage it yourself, and then you can manage the business yourself, and you're good to go. So that's it, okay. But I see a lot of people make the mistake, and when I ask the question, Eric, 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 you may not know why I am laughing, but your name is a powerful name in this place. Eric, please, you have to change this name. Oh. You see, when I called your name, I started smiling. Oh, Eric says, why? Why do I have to change my Eric, you don't know why? You don't know why? Okay, I will allow someone in the chat to tell you why. Eric, Intuitive Queen has just told you why you need to change your name. LSSC #1 suspect. You see, I didn't have to tell you why myself. Someone has just told you why you need to change it. Because you remind a lot of people, not even a suspect, he's the LSSC scammer. Not this one, by the way, please. This is not it's not this one. Yes, we know they have the same name, but it's not this one. So let's clarify, please. Eric, I hope you can see why I laughed when I read your name out. Yes, please. Shoot, send email drillerbyte@gmail.com. We jump on a call, we discuss your stuff, and we see how we can take it from there. Okay, you have absolutely nothing to fear or worry about. Okay. So we jump on as soon as you send the email, definitely get a response. We jump on a call, and we just talk about options. There are different investment opportunities, options, businesses that you can key into. Okay, there are different ones you can key into. By the way, that is the address, buymeacoffee.com/drillerbyte. Your support is appreciated. Okay, King Z for life, that's the address. Just visit buymeacoffee.com/drillerbyte and show some love and support so that we can continue to do what we do. Eric says, that's my son name, Darius. I'm doing great. Darius Smith, I'm doing good. How are you doing, my bro? Eric, your surname is a nice name, but your surname reminds a lot of people about something they're trying to forget. Eric, your surname reminds a lot of people about something they are all trying to forget. Mm. So, whilst you can't change it, you must blame your namesake for helping LSSC scam millions of people. Intuitive Queen says that we ain't forgetting, we will sure collect our money back. Yeah, I wish that too. I hope that that will happen, and I've been doing everything in my power to see that it happens. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. I've been doing everything in my power to see that it happens. You know, reaching out to IC3, um, reporting the fraud, helping a lot of people, helping a lot of people file a complaint, like a lot. Even sending emails to a lot of the public figures that promoted it. But so far so good. The FBI hasn't released a statement. And what? The platform officially announced the crash on when? Is it August 7th? I think 7th of August or so. That was when, is it July? July 7th or so. The platform, I'm trying to remember when Danny officially announced the crash of the platform. You know, I mean, it's been weeks. Okay, the site said sorry, this store is currently unavailable. Are you sure you're typing the correct thing? Are you sure you're typing the correct thing? I don't think you're typing the correct thing. buymeacoffee.com/drillabytes. If you type in the correct thing, it will definitely take you to the web page where you can basically buy me a coffee. Let me post it again. So that is it. Buy me a coffee. You just go to your browser, copy the link, go to your browser and visit it. Intuitive Queen says, I don't use Apple Pay anymore. They use the platform to scam as well. Intuitive Queen, can you share more detail about it. Okay, it works now. Great. So you can choose how many cups of coffee you want to buy on the platform, and yeah. So I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the support. All right. Thank you for the support. Intuitive Queen, what happened with Apple Pay, and how are you scammed with Apple Pay so that others can learn from your experience? What happened with Apple Pay, and how were you scammed so others can learn from your experience? No, no, no. It's not. No, it's not Apple Pay. Like, go to your browser. Go to your browser and then you type buymeacoffee.com/drillabyte. Is you don't even need Apple Pay. Just visit the link, the URL. You will see you don't even need Apple Pay. I don't think you need Apple Pay for that. There is PayPal, there is credit card option, there are so many options available. You just go to your browser and then you visit this website that I've put there called Buy Me a Coffee. Do you understand? You visit the link in your browser. So you go to buymeacoffee.com/drillabyte. Drillabyte is the name of this channel. No, you don't need Apple Pay for this. You don't need you just go to drillabyte. Yeah, drillabyte dot you just go to buymeacoffee.com/drillabyte on your browser, and it will tell you how many cups of coffee you want to buy for that person, and that's as easy as that. Okay. So let me know when you've done it so that I can give you a shout out. Everyone buying a coffee, please let me know so that I can give you a shout out. I love to appreciate you all for your constant support. It means a lot, honestly speaking. Wow, King Z for life bought a coffee. Thank you so much, King Z for life. King Z for life bought a coffee. I appreciate you. So you can see how easy it is. Yes. So you see how easy it is. So you just pick on how many cups of coffee you want to buy, and it's easy, right? Thank you, King Zed for life, for the cup of coffee. So again, that's how you support us. You just buy a coffee, or 2 cups of coffee, or 3 cups of coffee, 4 cups, 5 cups, depend on you how many cups of coffee you want to buy, right? So